Purva, let me dive straight into the topic. Okay. Let me bring the elephant into the room. You were not only not funded in Shark Tank, but you were literally ripped apart by the sharks, people who have been entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, and now investing actively into startups. And you were there in the first season, getting ripped apart, left, right, and center. What were you feeling in that moment?
So, on the show, what you see is like 9 to 12 minutes, right? For me, as an experience, it lasted 90 minutes in the room where the sharks come to know you, they come to know what you're up to, and then, bits and pieces, of course, which are of value and which can be interesting for the viewers are shown in those 9 minutes. Now, for me, when I was, on the show, and when all of this was happening, there were two feelings, right? One where even before going on the show, I was very conscious about the fact that we're a very young venture. Where, when we filed in for Shark Tank, we were 4 months old as a company, very much on
Mhm.
an ideation stage. And even when we were going on the show and when the show released, we were 6 months old as a company. So
Wow.
for us, we were very aware, and I was really proud about the fact that, as an idea stage startup, where you're just starting up, like with your branding, with a website, with ideating what your product will be, there is a test of proof that you're worth national television
Yeah.
and that you've crossed, a lot many rounds. So there's something correct that is happening there. When the bashing was going on, again, I had a big smile on my face, right? A lot about that smile was the fact that I was open to hearing feedback.
Yeah.
And that feedback is something that I know will be there and is very much incorporated in what we want to do or how we'll turn up or as the company progresses. And it's very valuable because these people come with a lot of wisdom when they speak. What was interesting for me to watch, again, I'm a tough nut, so I mean, I did not melt down, and you didn't see me, giving out the shed of tears that are expected out of women to give on a show. I bet they would not say it for a man, but for a girl, that you didn't cry. But I've been an investment banker, right? And I know because I've done this to startups myself.
Right.
When I was putting up in my private equity practice in London, investors or, for us, we would be deal matching startups to investment
Hmm.
or, family house funding. And that's exactly what you do when you want to get them investment ready. And so for me, it was very, very relaxed because I've been there and I knew the kind of questions that come through. And there was a fact that I could see in the panel that couple of them were on a yes. So, for example, a shark is already in talks with us to syndicate after the show.
Oh.
And not just that, two of them were very clear saying that yes, this has potential, it could go right if you take it forward. And two of them were harsh on us because they were also invested in a
Interesting.
competitor. So
Yeah.
I could easily see through that, there is a loyalty from those investors towards their existing investment. And no doubt that is what is expected out of good investors, right? And the rest of the three of the panel were very, very optimistic if it goes well and gave us the benefit of doubt that we were starting early. So for me, it was a very proud moment. And I was really happy to take the bashing because all of that got public emotion, curiosity in place in the longer run, right? So there's nothing better for a founder where that emotion rides with you. So after the
Yeah.
show, we had people calling us, young people telling us, we want to work with you, we want to prove something is right here. We had parents saying this has merit, keep building.
Wow.
Strangers giving us these emails for almost 2 months. Trust me, my small team were out of proportion in terms of the reach outs that were happening. We put up a small page on our website which said investor interest,
Uh-huh.
right? Because we didn't have a product. And we're like, what do we do when we are still coding a product? We went too early on the show. What best can we make of it? So we started where you could drop in your name if you wanted to work with us, you could partner with us, and you could list yourself if you wanted to invest in the startup. We had almost 150 people putting out their names.
Wow.
Now there was a challenge in front of us. How do we figure out who these people are and who we take money from, right? We started screening these investors. We figured out some of them were true, some of them were not genuine. The ones which were genuine, now my second aspect was I'm not looking for just capital. I'm looking for smart capital to back
Right.
me,
Strategic.
institutional capital to back me. So for us, it has been very nice. I mean, like I said, it was an emotion that got played out, and it's like it's a marathon that you have to run in the end. So I mean, I was a hardballer, I would say, and I'm still a hardballer to crack that way.